Many people working at home right now, and add to that, a lot of kids doing online learning. So what can you do to make sure everyone has access to your Wi-Fi? Jennifer Krause is at home now on her Wi-Fi. And so, what can you do, Jennifer, to make sure that everyone can connect?
There is the million-dollar question, Amy. I've got 4 kids, and earlier this year, they were all home doing online classes. I'm working from home. We're all spread around the house, all trying to get online. It's crazy. That's why a lot of people think about getting a Wi-Fi extender to help with the spotty internet service around the house or the dead zones. They're easy, they're affordable, but Consumer Reports tested them and found while they can help in some situations, they don't necessarily work in all situations.
Rich Fisco oversees electronics testing at Consumer Reports and has been working with routers and Wi-Fi for decades. But even Rich had issues with Wi-Fi at his home.
We had a dead zone on the deck in my backyard where we would hang out and barbecue.
Rich wasn't quite sure if a Wi-Fi extender would fix the issue or not, so he procrastinated. And not long after the coronavirus pandemic began, Consumer Reports started testing some products at employees' homes, making sure to maintain strict testing protocols. So when it came time for Consumer Reports to test Wi-Fi extenders, Rich realized it was the perfect opportunity to use his home as a test lab.
Well, after I put the extender halfway between the router and the deck, I had a really good signal out there.
Two that did well in all of Consumer Reports tests, the Nighthawk from Netgear, and a less expensive option, this model from TP-Link. One thing to keep in mind, though, is Consumer Reports says internet speeds from the extender may be slower than you're used to. That's because extenders cut speeds in half.
Getting the most from your Wi-Fi extender relies on a lot of factors, including the speed of your internet service provider's connection, the distance from your router to where you're putting your Wi-Fi extender, and the areas of your home you're trying to cover.
For Rich, an extender brought Wi-Fi to his home's dead spot. But if you're having issues all over your home, to see a significant improvement in your Wi-Fi, you may need a mesh network. That's a system of 2 or more units that work together to blanket your home with a strong Wi-Fi signal. But many good mesh networks cost anywhere from $200 to $500. A less expensive mesh network recommended by Consumer Reports is the TP-Link Deco Whole Home.
And Consumer Reports says if you are getting an extender and even a router, look for ones that have what's known as push-button WPS for Wi-Fi protected setup. What that means is if both devices have it, you can link or connect your extender to your router with just a simple push of a button. Nice and easy. So again, that's WPS setup or Wi-Fi protected setup. News Channel 5 This Morning continues right after this.